I won't do it, Tom. I won't, America. God damn it, I won't. Here I won't.
I told you I'm too big. I get half my body.
It's husky. Stocky.
I'm a 3X over here.
Stocky.
I'm a solid 3X. Okay, you got high ends, you got low ends. I'm probably 3/4 of the way in there.
He is stocky, America. Stocky. Anyway, welcome to
husky as a kid.
A surprise IDD, if you want to call it a surprise. Saturday night. What else are we going to do? Listen, that is the redoubtable himself, Thomas J. Highly question one, RJ Migliaccio, IDD. If you don't know, I don't disagree. It is a slug 'em down, sock 'em down Saturday.
Cheers to you.
Cheers. The Sprite. The Sprite chill.
It's been a while since I had a drink with you.
Yeah, I don't have at least a week.
That's probably why you had such an attitude last year. You needed a drink.
I did, but I couldn't. I had to go in the office. It's different when you're working from home. When you're working from home, like,
oh my God, I know.
It's so different.
Yeah,
you can't go in the office having a few cocktails. Like, you just don't do it.
Well,
So, especially when you're brand new.
Feel like shit.
Well, plus you're brand new.
Yeah.
Let's not make that impression right off the bat. Anyway, this is segment one. The Boston Celtics got off the mat tonight. Again, answered the bell. You know, my question, and we'll get into it, but look, they did what they were supposed to do, okay? They showed up. Jason Tatum clearly was listening, and that was the best game he's had in a while in the playoffs anyway. Because from the beginning, he hit them early and then he hit them late. He ended up with 33, which matched McDonovan Mitchell on points, but then he also had 13 rebounds. Okay, and he had 6 assists. So he led the team again in scoring. Now three different categories tonight. So reestablishing himself and by the way, it was Jaylen Brown who had the mic tonight going, show him who the big dog is. Show him who the big dog is.
Was it the big dude?
The big deuce.
Big dude?
The big deuce. The big deuce because little deuce. Yeah, you're the big deuce. You're the big deuce.
What does that mean?
His son is little deuce.
Oh,
So
where does
big
deuce come from?
I don't know where they need 2, as in 2 points. I guess I don't know.
Like he's a bucket?
Maybe he's a bucket. He's a bucket. So,
well, dude, Cleveland is soft in the middle. If you turn around to the glass, you're going to rebound.
It's not just that. It's the other end too. If you go to the basket,
there's nothing
they can do. It's like why are you made? And this is again we'll get into the whole because there's people I got to answer to today.
I hope you know I was trying to be a dick in the text.
For sure.
You know I didn't believe all that.
I know you didn't. He's trying to channel his inner Joel.
No, I was just trying to get you back.
I wasn't even fazed by it.
I know.
I knew what you were trying to do. Yeah. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, this is me. You know,
I was just being you to you. You know.
First of all, only I can. Only I can be that big.
I'm a decent mirror.
Only I can be that big of an asshole.
I'm around you enough. I can mirror you pretty well.
Nobody has an asshole this big.
Well, I'm not saying I can be it. I can mirror it.
No one can be it.
Okay, the reflection in the mirror is not the authentic state of being, right? But it looks exactly like it.
Okay, sure.
Okay, see what I'm saying?
Sure. But anyway,
but I just kept saying the Cavs. I was saying shit like the Cavs have cardboard cutouts on defense. I said they just did a sideline report from the locker room. Yeah. Turns out the Cavs are still in there.
Oh my God, he was trying everything.
Okay,
he gets an A for the effort, and it was funny. But I was laughing so hard. I meant to put the funny face in there with his head tilted to the side, crying, but I couldn't even do it because I was laughing so hard. But it was good. Anyway, look.
And then I started calling them the Cav-Nots.
The Cav-Nots. That was a good one.
So the Haves and the Cav-Nots.
Yeah, the Have-Nots and the Cav-Nots.
No. So there's the Haves. That's the Celtics, and they're the Cav-Nots.
The Cav-Nots. Okay.
Because they don't have what the Celtics have.
Don't overthink it, America.
And
because I am right now. Anyway,
man,
so
dude, Darius Garland just
yeah. I mean, they don't. This is the thing. This is why people get mad at them. The real fans are getting mad at them because they're making it harder than they have to. And again, we talked about this about closing out series early when you're supposed to because the more games you play, look, it's all about one injury can change everything. Why are you maximizing the chances for that to happen? Mm-hmm. If you can beat a team in 5 or 4, beat them in 4.
Dude, they're going to beat
them
in 5.
We'll find out. But I mean, the thing is, like, look, they should have swept them.
I know, but as long as you still get 5, like you can't like. I know that game is inexcusable. There's no.
The thing is, Richard Jefferson tonight on the air is going, look, I've been privileged to be on 4 teams that got to the finals. I can tell you firsthand. And look, he's got a point. He was there.
So there's always a.
It's going to happen. It's a long through that, and everybody's hitting you as hard as they can, and it's do or die for everybody. And yeah, it's going to happen.
The only part where you push back on that is the previous 2 years, it hasn't just been a clunker. It's turned into not getting to
It
the
happens
promised land.
way more often than it should.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I get the clunker during the season. It's 82 games. You're not going to show. I understand that. Okay, it's the same thing in baseball and hockey too. You have seasons that long. You're going to have a few off. It's just going to happen.
So what are your opinions on one clunker a series?
That's no.
Too much?
Too much.
Because one clunker can turn into, oh, shit.
Too much from a team with this kind of experience. If it's a team that's never been there before, okay. But look at the resume of this team.
So you're not saying you're like it's not okay to lose. You're saying it's not okay for
this team to lose.
For a clunker.
This team to lose. Because this team has things on it that other teams don't.
No, but I'm saying, I'm just asking, if they lost a game or two each series, but played hard, maybe they just had an off shooting night. Like
that's different than not showing up.
Right, that's what I'm asking. Is that okay versus the clunker? Because I wouldn't call that a clunker. If you don't shoot well, but you play hard and it's a tough game and it's fairly close,
that's blown up by teams.
Right.
They may beat you, but they shouldn't beat you by 28. That's not showing up. That's not a clunker.
So you'd be okay with one or two losses.
If they lose on a buzzer shot, or if they lose in the last, they have to foul to stop the game at the end of the fine.
It's like a 6-5-point game.
If they're in the game with a chance to win, okay. But when you get blown up by 20 plus
by a team that's nowhere near you,
which happened twice in this playoffs, twice. Okay, no, it's not fucking acceptable.
But see, they were explaining that away tonight, saying, in the first, I can't remember if it was
Miami hit a record 23.
It was the most threes because Wilbon and the other guy
in NBA history.
They love these guys.
Yeah.
They don't say anything bad about them.
Yeah, no. My thing is this. They hit 23 threes because they were open 23 fucking times. Because you didn't play defense. Because look at what happened the very next game when they did. They hit 8. Proving my fucking point. And they weren't open on anything.
Yeah.
So...
You can't just say, they broke a record if your defense
If they're playing the kind of defense they played tonight and that happened, tip my cap to the opponent. Mm-hmm. When my opponent can check the wind, what credit card do you want? They have all this time to shoot it. No.
Dude, how tall's Drew Holiday?
6'4". He's my height. He's a fucking beast.
I saw him get a rebound over Mobley.
He's a beast.
Now Mobley had something happen to his leg. So maybe he didn't have the lift in the second half, but I saw that and I was like, ew.
Drew Holiday is a beast.
But see, if that happened in the next game, you would have said that the guy didn't even try.
No.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why. First of all, you know how this happened? Because they were making contact. So the guy was trying. Okay, they're right there. They're fighting for the ball. The guy's trying.
Dude, that was happening in the Knicks Pacers. There's bodies everywhere.
The Pacers have a reputation for never playing defense. Not once in a while. They never play defense. They never do.
It hasn't been true in this series.
So after 82 games of not turning it on, the Pacers just flipped the switch.
No. I'm not
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I'm not saying they're playing good defense, but there's a lot of big moments where everybody's playing hard. They're playing physical. It's not their norm. I'm not saying it's their norm and they do it the whole game, but
the Knicks scored 130 points in one of these games already. The Knicks don't have. See, look, I love the Knicks. I hate them. I hate them, but I love them because I love the way they play.
It was the most points they scored since '94.
Yeah, they're not. That's not who they are. They don't win games like that. They win games 102 to 100, 105 to 98. 98, 93. That's what they do. They don't beat you 130 to 125. That's not what they do. Which tells you how bad a defense the Indiana Pacers
OG scores 28
in 3 quarters. Remember, he didn't
play.
Jalen
scored 24 and a half
I'm saying,
on a bad foot.
2 different guys had record halves in the same game against this team. That's how fucking bad they are. 2 different guys in the same game? You are literally asleep at the wheel.
It didn't feel like that. Watching the game. It felt highly contested.
Great defenses don't react. They dictate. They come out and get. They don't.
We're not saying they're a great defense at all.
They're not a good defense.
Right.
They're not a solid defense, Tom. They're not an average defense.
They're a bad defense.
They're not a below average.
They're
Tom.
bad defense.
They're not a poor defense, Tom. They fucking suck, Tom.
Right.
They're the worst defense in the NBA.
Okay, but when I was watching it, it didn't feel like they just weren't playing defense.
Do you know what they're
actually on some of those breakaways? Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did. I'm right. Here's the deal. The Indiana Pacers
They were getting
won
beat down the court on
46
mates.
games this year. Do you know what that means? They outscored their opponents 46 times because they never stopped them.
Yeah.
Okay, they just outscored them. They were outscored by their opponents 36 times because they never stopped them. Okay, so that's why they're in the seed they're in. Okay, so the Knicks are the 2 seed. Why? Because they don't play like that. The Knicks say you're not fucking scoring.
The Knicks are more consistent because of their style of play.
They're tougher.
Yeah.
Because to play defense, you got to be tough.
You got to play hard.
You got to play hard every night. I mean, so it's like the one team is that and one team is not. It's a person. That doesn't mean that team isn't talented. Yeah, they are. And can they outscore you a couple times? Yeah, they probably can. But over a 7-game series, are they going to do that to you? Not if you're the Knicks. Yeah. Nope, not going to happen.
But what about you think Cleveland's defense is like all world?
It's better than Indiana's.
It doesn't look like it watching these games. Maybe that's because of Boston's offense.
The Celtics do this to everyone, though. So how do you tell? Because it's the Boston Celtics. Tatum had 33. Brown had 28. Their fifth option, Derek White, had 18. He's their fifth option right now.
What did Cleveland score on them game 2?
118 points.
Oh, man.
They scored 93 on their own court. They scored the 118 on our court. They scored the 93 on their court, which tells you how bad the Celtics didn't show up. Okay? Because that's the Boston Celtics. And this is why people get mad at them. I say people, I mean the real. And if you look at all these chats, I swear to God, every person that I've actually clicked on who made the criticism about them was at least 45 years old. And you know what that means? That means they saw Kevin Garnett's Celtics, and then they saw Larry Bird's dynasty, and some of them probably saw the Dave Jones, Sam White in the 70s, and when they went
45 is the cutoff on that.
45, I think, is the cutoff on that. So the ones that are complaining are the ones that
41, and I didn't see Bird.
I'm saying, but the thing about these people that are making they're making these criticisms because they've seen it. They know what it looks like, and those teams didn't make the mistakes this one is making. Like the Celtics in '86 had probably 4 or 5 nights they didn't show up because it didn't matter to them. They were 67-15. They probably had 4 or 5 nights where they just didn't show up. Honestly, when you look at those losses, like, how the fuck did that team?
So when they were trying, they had 11 losses.
When they were trying, no, because Larry Bird missed 4 games, and they lost all 4 of those. So
7 losses.
They would have had 7 losses.
If they had played hard every night. But maybe they needed to.
They would have had 7 losses if that team.
But maybe they needed 4 no-shows in order to only lose 7 games. You know what I'm saying?
You needed 1 and 1 game without Larry Bird to realize, whoa, not 4 without Larry, okay, and 5 no-shows. No. But the thing is, then they get into the playoffs, they don't lose 1 game on their court. The entire playoffs. This team has already lost 2. 1 to an 8 seed, mind you, and 1 to a 4 seed.
That record of 14-14 at home, when does that go back to?
The playoffs, the last
3 years?
2.5 years.
2.5?
2.5 years.
So some of that was Emmy.
Yep.
So they were losing at home with him too?
They lost how many last year? God.
First game to Philly.
Yeah, they lost 2.
Lost a home game to Miami, right? They got blown out.
They lost 3 to Miami. 3 because Boston won all
at home.
At home.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. No, it was because they lost they lost 2 in that series.
What was the game 6 they lost where they got?
That was
or was it game 5?
That was Philadelphia because then they won game 7.
That's right.
Milwaukee was 6-7. They were down 3-2 and came back and won. That was when Tatum dropped 46 on Giannis in their building.
Which is the one we watched at my house.
Yeah.
Was that one?
Yep, where Tatum looked like the greatest player that ever played basketball. Yeah. He shit on Giannis, and Giannis won the MVP. He shit all over that guy. And I was like, mother of Christ, where did this guy come from? And Giannis was locked in. Giannis was fucking in his prime, Giannis. Not 3 injuries, 2 injuries the last 3 years.
In his prime?
He hadn't had any injuries yet.
It was last year, wasn't it?
No, it was 2.5 years ago. When they made the run to the finals against the Warriors, the playoffs, they got knocked out. It was 2 years ago.
Oh.
So
that's when we watched it at my house?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, because they lost. They got to the finals, and lost to Golden State.
I thought that was last year.
No, it was 2 years ago. They didn't play Milwaukee last year. Milwaukee got upset by Miami. Remember? They didn't even play them in the playoffs. So look, the thing is,
I was just thinking the game at our house. I felt like was last year. Maybe it wasn't this game.
It wasn't. It was 2 years ago in the playoffs. Game 6. Look, the thing is this. This is why people get mad at them. Because when they show up, I don't know that I've ever seen them lose. I don't know that I've ever seen them lose, whether it was when they showed up. Maybe the game at Minnesota earlier this year. They showed up. They lost in overtime, but they fought them tooth and nail the whole way. And both teams were right. Jaylen Brown had a 3-point. It was tied. Jaylen Brown had a shot to win it. He didn't need the 3. He just fucking took the 3. Why? If he'd gone in the basket, he wins the fucking game. Yeah. But no, that's why people get mad at them. Shit like that. It's like so and they've seen the championship Celtics teams of the past, the ones that got over the hump, and they saw how they did it. And regardless of the era, they all did it the same way, with toughness, smarts, and fundamentals. It was the same fucking formula every time in defense. The defense, toughness, smart, intelligence, and fundamentals. That was the formula for every Celtic championship team in my lifetime. Going back to Dave Cowens, the second one.
It would be nice if Cleveland would show up, though. I mean, Cleveland's not even trying.
Well, Donovan Mitchell's trying.
Celtics are playing 5-on-1 right now. It's not nice.
Well, I don't think Cleveland has the talent to do it.
Talent has nothing to do with try. I mean, show up. Put up a fight.
They won game 2. They put up a fight. They did.
No, Boston wasn't there. Boston had cardboard cutouts.
No, but Cleveland was. First
of all, Boston had cardboard cutouts.
Even if Boston doesn't show up, you still have to show up. Otherwise, it can't happen. You don't show up.
You have to show. You barely have to show up.
If you both don't show up, the team that doesn't show up,
Boston puts cardboard cutouts out there, and they put wheels on their cardboard cutouts. Their cardboard cutouts are going to win.
I want to be clear about something. I want you all to hear this, America. If you don't show up, but the other team doesn't show up, their don't show up is better than your don't show up, so they still would beat you. So you still have to show up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No.
So to win that game, clearly
you barely have to show up.
No, you have to show up.
Barely.
You have to be on the court. You have to take the ball from the ref. You have to go to the basket without traveling.
In order to win, you have
to
do
score
all those
a
things?
basket to get credit for the points. You have to show up physically.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, show up.
I didn't think you had to be there.
Show up. And be there.
Now that you explain,
you can't just show up and not be there.
Now that you explain it like that, I mean, it makes total sense.
You can't be there and not show up.
That's what I'm talking about. If you just simply don't show up, I can be there and not show up.
No, you won't score if you're just there. You got to show up.
With nobody there, I'm scoring at least a bucket.
I'll tell you why being there is you're sitting in the stands. Showing up is you're on the court.
No.
Yeah.
Being there and not showing up is playing on the court lower than your normal level.
You're not playing at all. You're just there.
Fuck out of here.
You're just being there. You're not playing at all. Showing up is the key.
It'd just be nice if the Cavs were trying against you. As you can tell, Bickerstaff's calling off the dog. Bickerstaff actually said in game 1, he's like, what are we, giving up? He's like, we're giving them layups?
They don't match up.
They're not trying.
They don't match up.
Dude, they literally are talking about not trying.
If you put the Celtics starting 5 and the Cavs starting 5 in a gym class and you were picking, the first 5 and Mitchell would go, and the other 4 would be still standing there. Okay, that's all it would be. then that's with Porzingis. Then if you go to the bench, then you got Al Horford there, and that erases everything right there.
So let me ask you this. Then go to the next one too.
Peyton Pritchard,
or Hauser,
Hauser had 6.
Cornette.
Yeah,
Cornette caught a nice lob tonight.
I'm telling you, the Celtics bench is no joke, and
then you go to Porzingis. Oh,
so you haven't got to him yet.
He better get back.
He better show up.
He better be there.
He needs to be there. I better we said it. I don't disagree, America. I don't. Anyway,
I completely disagree.
But the reason why the diehard fans, especially the ones at 45, get on the Celtics is they've seen championship teams, so they know what and the habits they have, and none of them had habits like this one. And this one might be as talented as the '86 Celtics. It might be. They could have had 5 All-Stars this year. They really could have. So, I mean, they have that kind of talent. But that team also played to its level. This one sometimes doesn't.
So can we talk about Max Strus?
Dude, Jason Tatum tonight showed the world what a a shit cushion he really is.
Well, my thing is, when I think back to last year's playoffs,
every time, the best part of Tatum was, Tatum pulled a Larry Bird tonight. Whenever he was on the post, he was calling, look at my ball, look at this.
But why is it,
Tatum doesn't do that shit.
But why is it when they were trying to get to the finals last year, Max Strus was like fucking Larry Bird?
They didn't pay attention to him. They did tonight. Jason
I don't
Tatum
think that's true because he did it to the Knicks too.
Jason Tatum wiped his ass with this kid tonight.
He couldn't do it to anybody.
He wiped his ass. Well, when Tatum wasn't doing it, Jaylen Brown was doing it.
But I mean, Strauss
shouldn't have been on the floor. They basically said, if you keep this guy on the floor, we're going to attack him every play. Yeah. Forcing Cleveland to take him out.
Dude, the crazy part is though, like, every time down the court, there's 3 people that could do that.
And that,
like around, like it could be Tatum.
That's my
Brown,
point.
Or
you just made
even
my
Al.
point. Even
Al.
I'm saying they are so much. This is why people get mad at them. I'm not saying they're never going to have a hiccup, but that should be in the regular season. Now I'll tell you why. Especially this team. This team has gotten so close, and they've fucked themselves every time, and that's what's cost them. It's all been self-inflicted. You would think a team with this resume would be the most jacked up, would be the least likely to have these hiccups, given their recent history and the way they lost.
See, the problem is, no matter what happens, if the Celtics make it to the finals, they're not going to have had a real test.
It's not, probably not. No, I think the Knicks will be a test.
No, not a real test. Because if they see the Knicks are not going to be healthy.
We may not have Porzingis.
Dude, us down Randall and OG.
No, I'm saying, assuming OG's there. If he's not there, no.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
if OG's there, I'm saying the Knicks push them.
The Knicks are formidable.
The Knicks push them.
The Knicks are legit.
You're saying if he's not there, I agree.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Okay, if he's not there, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Because without OG, like we could be in trouble in this series.
You are in trouble.
You know?
But by the way, you are. You're not. You are.
Well,
you are.
We are, but if
now,
we win this game, we're not.
If you win, but you
win this game.
You better win this game.
Well,
if you go back 2-2, that game 5.
We'll see. So here's the way I'm looking at it.
I think that it can win tomorrow.
I think
they need to win tomorrow.
Here's the way I'm looking at it.
But if they don't,
I think based on what happened last game, if Thibodeau sees things clearly, he can win this game.
Yeah,
and he doesn't have to run the fucking offense through Jalen.
No, he doesn't.
Okay. No. Because Jalen showed when he wasn't doing well when he came back that game when he was hurt. First, 7 minutes of the third quarter, he just facilitated.
Yeah.
You can use him like that. Yeah. And then use the other guys to push the lead and break. And
I'll be honest with you. I know this kid. I don't know him, but I know his dad. This kid's not like this. He would be happy to pass the ball. He gets as big a kick out of an assist as he does scoring himself. He really does.
Yeah.
And if Tibbs got on him and said, "All right, be a facilitator for a while," okay, because those are his boys out there with him. Then he's got guys. And this is how rare this is. I don't think I've ever seen this in my lifetime. He's got actual guys on his team that he played with in college. They won a national championship in college.
It's crazy.
And now I have never seen this.
It's crazy.
I've never seen a team like this. So he would he would love this more than anybody because that's how he got his championship.
But here's the other way I'm looking at this. Okay, so in my eyes, worst case scenario is we lose tomorrow and we lose Tuesday at home. Okay, that's worst case scenario.
That's worst case scenario.
And now they're up 3-2. But OG's able to come back for game 6 and 7.
Oh, I think
we win 6 and 7.
You still do, yeah. I think you do. Yeah. Depending on when is he 100%? What is he?
But I don't even need him to be 100.
Is he a decoy? What is he?
I think 80%. If he can just
say he's 80%.
If he can give us defense and rebounding,
which he should be able to do.
And forget about the sprints down, on the fast break. Yeah. Defense and rebounding. I think we beat them.
They've proven that he doesn't have to score for them to win.
No.
He does have to play defense and rebound, though.
Now,
to his point,
yeah,
if he is able to do that, yeah, I give them a 50-50 shot in that game easily.
Because when you think about when he had all those points, Jalen was out for, 15 minutes. And he had to do that.
Yeah.
We don't need him to do that.
No, you don't.
No,
especially with DiVincenzo starting to establish.
Now, this is me I think I'm just trying to, prepare myself for what could happen because I don't want to have a heart attack.
This is.
But I also think this team, the way they're wired, they can look at game 3 and go, we had that fucking game. We literally had that game. Even though we shouldn't have had that game, we had it. And we let it slip away. Yeah. Which means I think they should be locked in going into Game 4, thinking like, we hadn't really, they hadn't experienced a full game without OG and with Jalen kind of hobbled.
Yeah.
And it took them a while to realize, how do we have to play to stay in this?
This is the thing about the playoffs, where you may have to pivot.
Right. You got to right. And now, DiVincenzo's our scorer tonight. Yeah, go to him. It took them a minute to realize how they had to play.
Yep.
And now I think going into this game, they've experienced that, and I feel like they can get this. Doesn't mean they will.
Yeah, look, that happened to the Celtics in Game 5 against the Pacers. Person and Bird hits you've seen this. Smacks his head off of the floor, smacks it. Doesn't get up. It was 91 playoffs.
Who did?
Larry Bird did. He goes to the locker room.
He got knocked out.
He had a concussion.
Shit.
This is Larry Bird. So he's diagnosed with a concussion in the locker room. He tells the doctor to go fuck himself and comes back out. Now here's what was happening when he went out. The Celtics had to pivot and they couldn't. The Pacers went from down 5 to up 14. It was a flip, a 20-point flip.
It was like that.
It was
exactly what happened
this. And then in the same fucking game, Bird comes back.
Well, did he come back third quarter? When did he come back?
He comes back in the second half. They're down 9 or 10. And they see him come out of the locker room. The fucking place, the roof blows off the fucking garden. And they're all on the floor looking over is he, what? He's back? He's back. And Bird comes out there and just that fucking face. And he just proceeds to whip Chuck Person. Just everything. Rebounding, shooting, post moves, that Bird fall away. Oh my God. The Bird fall away. One of the prettiest moves ever. It's that and the skyhook in terms of Bird. That and Bird's fadeaway. He hit one on Person on the baseline. Fucking rain. He went out of the camera. It was fucking rain. It was unbelievable. And Person was just look on Person's face. That was great. And Bird just fuck you. It was awesome. Oh, it was awesome. Oh, I love that man. But the Knicks went through that. They did. And it weird. It was two guys. It was two guys in different parts of the game. Yeah. That I don't think I've ever seen.
But the big one was Jalen, their leader, going down.
Yeah.
And it was what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. You lose that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but they were able to stay in it. And then, what were they? They were down 10.
Yeah.
Going into that third quarter. And Jalen came out and he couldn't do anything at first except just pass the ball. But he made a difference.
Yeah.
He started picking up his scoring.
Yeah, I think they were in the Celtics case. They were down. It was not the. It was he came back at the end of the third quarter, 3 minutes to go, third quarter. So it got as high as 14 or 15. They had got it to 10, and they kind of traded baskets for a minute, and two, and then it was 10. The Pacers are coming out with the ball, and then here comes Bird out of the locker room. The fucking place. Right?
Oh, so it was. So did he get hurt in the third quarter and came back
first
in the
half?
Third quarter? Oh, in the first.
He was gone for almost 2 full quarters, and when he hit his head. I thought he was out because it's kind of just his head kind of dropped back down. I'm like, he's out. He's fucking out. He didn't move, and then he just kind of went like that, shook his head, and he slowly got up and he refused. Larry Bird would never. There'll be no Paul Pierce and Larry Bird. Oh, give me the bucket! Give me the goddamn fucking card!
That's like Brady. Remember when Brady tore his ACL and he walked off?
Brady walked off. Like, get the fuck off!
Don't bring that card.
Yeah, Larry Bird would never. No one's picking Larry Bird up. And
Brady told him not to bring the card.
Don't bring the fucking card. That's Tom Brady. That's true story.
That's funny. I'd have been like, give me that card, goddammit.
Where's the fucking card?
You imbeciles! Give me the fucking card! They're like, oh, we thought you were really good. Motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck. I'm not Tom Brady. Give me a goddamn card.
Give me where's the fucking card?
You imbecile.
Who hurt this donkey?
What do they think I am, Tom Brady? Give me a goddamn card.
That's not that funny. But it's not.
Most of what we say isn't that funny.
Big Pipey. God bless. Big Pipey's probably, I think the best thing we've ever added to this set is Big Pipey.
Hey,
Where is he tonight in America?
That was a personal pick.
Where is he tonight in America?
Look around the set.
Around, see if you can spot Big Pipey anywhere on the set.
Big Pipey?
He's somewhere. Now the bar goes back here, a little hint. So
the what?
The bar. The Dago bar.
Don't give hints.
Why a little hint? They're not gonna
This is a search and find.
If you think you know where it is, drop in the comments. I know where it is. So
they don't even know what we're talking about.
Big Pipey?
Yeah, they don't know.
They know who Big Pipey is.
You think so?
We told them.
Did we?
We did.
Okay.
We did.
The birthday bong.
Yeah, birthday bong. Anyway, but what was great about the Celtics, but this was the same frustrating. Look, I got two hats. The Celtics that showed up in Game 2, with all smiley, all that wonderful thing. The Celtics that showed up tonight.
They're about their business.
They're about that one right there.
Is it?
And as Park saying, stand on business.
They stand on business.
Stand on business. Stand on business.
I'm saying.
This one stood on business.
You got to stand
this
on
one's
business.
signing autographs. Like, give me the trophy already. Who's writing the book? When are we doing the movie? That's these guys. These motherfuckers. It's like.
Eat your Hollywood story. Get in here.
Pedro, he wants you. Shut up. That's Pedro. So Pedro from Major League. No, that's the Celtics that showed up tonight. That's the Jason Tatum that showed. Jason Tatum tonight. Dare I say?
Would you say their business was like a stage the way they stood on it?
I don't know, but I know this. Jason Tatum looked, dare I say, pissed. For the first time,
I didn't see that.
From the jump ball, this dude had a look on his face I have not seen. He didn't look happy. He didn't look tired. He didn't look like worried. He looked pissed. He was like, I'm going to light you, mother. And again, the proof was with Strauss. Every time he got caught, he's fucking give me the ball. Give me the fucking ball. Oh, man, it was so. It was bird-like. It was shit Bird used to do. John Sally tells the story.
He did that spin move where he dunked it two hands.
Oh, my God. That was filthy. To the baseline? Oh, my God. And Strauss looked like he saw a ghost. Like, oh, fucking dunked.
It was one of those ones where, like, somehow you spin around somebody but stay in a straight line.
Yeah,
like, you don't spin all the way. It's like
what you
such
do
a
is,
tight spin.
What you do is you lean the opposite way. And then when you feel their weight, then you spin off of them. So you're not going out. You literally look like a straight line. A straight line. Because you're literally rolling off their back. And then Tatum takes the one dribble and goes, boom!
I mean, to do it that quickly.
Yeah. At 6'9".
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was quick. And he rolled. And Strauss never knew it hit him. He came in, what the? Oh, my God. It was like before he knew he was at the rim. Yeah. His ass was coming back to him in the face.
Did you just spin through me? Yeah.
It was I'm Jason Tatum and you're not moment. That's what it was.
And then there was those times where the game would lag and then Jaylen Brown would do some crazy shit too.
He's got it. He's got it in him too. But this is what's so frustrating. Yeah. These two have a switch, and you know it when you see it. It starts early. They don't wait around. They don't and Michael Wilbon said he goes, it's kind of like he's hovering around the three-point line waiting for something to happen. Mm-hmm. Tonight, he was like, give me the fucking ball. Yeah. Or he wanted the ball from the jump, and he didn't fuck around. He got to his spot. He's going, he attacked.
He locked up Mitchell on
when he did cover him on some plays, he did, yeah. And Mitchell got him. I was going to tell you, they had a battle tonight. They had a pretty cool battle.
It's hard to lock down Mitchell all the time.
Mitchell is a dog. Did you know?
The height for Tatum is a problem for
Did you
Mitchell.
know this? I didn't know this. In his very first playoff with the Jazz,
Utah?
He went up against fucking OKC with Russell Westbrook and fucking Paul George. And Westbrook had won the MVP. And he beat them in the first round. As like a second-year guy.
Hold on, he beat who?
Westbrook and Paul George.
Oh, Paul George, okay.
Who was 5 years younger and a lot better.
Well, I was thinking of OKC with Westbrook, KD, and I was like, and I really would have been impressed.
No, well, those two, he was a rookie when he did that.
No, I'm not saying I wasn't.
Russell Westbrook was the reigning MVP.
Yeah, and who did he have on the Jazz?
I don't know. I don't even know who was on that team.
I don't think there were many big
names. I don't remember another guy on that team. He beat that team in the first round. I mean, fuck. I think it was a 3-6 game is what it was. I think he was the 3 and they were the 6. And no one thought they were going to win that series. And he didn't give a shit. He didn't flinch. The point was, he's not going to flinch at Tatum and Brown. And he hasn't so far. He's been the best player in the series. He has had 3 very good games. His team hasn't helped him in 2 of them. But he has shown up every single night. So Donovan Mitchell has done nothing but stand on business this whole playoff.
Oh, what? SOB. And we ain't talking about no sons of bitches. We're talking about standing on business.
Oh, I like that. There's SOB and there's IDD's SOB. We stand on business. We stand on some business.
So anyway. Basically, you could refer to my business as a porch or a step because I stand on it.
That's standing on business. There you go. A stoop or a porch?
Stoop.
But what if you went with the porch?
Well, either way, you could stand on. You could stand on a porch.
Or is it got to be a porch with like 3 steps instead of 2? Because your house has 2 steps. That's more like an up and then up, whatever. Not a porch.
Those are steps.
But it's not. It doesn't feel like you're going onto a porch. It's more like a deck. Like a porch is usually elevated. A deck is kind of like flat, but it's a deck.
Oh. You talking about my front?
Back.
Oh, the deck?
The back deck, yeah. That feels more like a deck than a porch.
Yeah, it's a deck.
Mine's a porch.
Yeah,
If
but
you
I have
go
a porch
up
in
and
my
you're...
front. I have a
yeah.
porch in my front.
I'm saying, but do you have to... Is it different of
It's
standing...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Steps up.
That's mine.
That's mine.
That's the front.
right.
I'm talking about the back.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yours isn't a porch back there.
What is it?
It's a deck.
No, it's a porch.
That's a deck, bro.
Porch.
Oh, my God. He's got a wooden structure with stairs, railings.
So what's
You
a
have your
porch if it's
grill
not a
on it.
deck?
That's a fucking deck.
So if a porch is not a deck, what's a porch?
A porch is what I have.
What, the front?
Yes. That's a porch.
I thought a porch had to be enclosed.
No. Well, I mean, it's like...
No, the porch is enclosed.
No.
It's right... Yes! The porch
A
is enclosed.
screened-in porch.
That's a porch. I don't think you have a porch.
I have a porch.
Oh, it's a porch.
I'm going to look up a porch. What the fuck is a porch? 3 sides... I mean...
What the fuck, right? No, what the fuck is a porch?
So look, it's not completely closed.
So it's a non...
If
How
you were
would you say
talking
that?
if it's a porch, something that's closed off is like a screened-in
No, but
porch.
a porch is closed off.
No, it's not.
So a non-closed off porch would be what?
No, there's no no.
Yes!
It's a covered porch.
I've never not
where
heard
it's
of
a screened-in
a
porch.
a closed-in, a non-closed-in porch.
Wrong.
I haven't. I've heard of a closed-in porch.
Let's see. What is a porch?
It's a deck. Why did it say it's a deck?
It says a covered entrance to a building.
Covered porch.
That is covered.
That's not covered.
It is covered.
No, you can walk up the sides.
That doesn't matter. I can
It's
stand
not
in it
covered.
and I'm covered.
That's not covered. Covered is completely covered.
No, that's not true. Covered means from the top.
I had a porch. The whole thing was covered.
An open or enclosed gallery or room on the outside
Gallery?
of the building.
Ooh, a gallery.
A veranda or something.
Okay, a veranda. Oh, sun. All right, sun
It's a
porch.
porch.
Sun porch.
So that
sun.
is
No, it's a sun porch. It's
No,
not a regular porch.
That was a description of what a porch is. That's not a sun
I
porch.
think that's
it's a
what,
porch.
it's a veranda.
It's not a veranda. You got
What?
some talking.
Yes.
Let me put this on my bike, okay?
On your what?
My bike. Everybody's scavenger hunt.
Anyway, so
So how are you telling me that deck is a porch if you think a porch is
I think that's a
completely
deck.
covered?
That's a veranda, and your back is a porch. No, it's not. It's a,
It's a
covered.
deck.
It's 2 decks,
We both have a deck.
and then you have a veranda.
I have a porch and you have a stoop.
You have a veranda.
You have a stoop.
You just said it was a veranda.
Look, here we go. So this an exterior roofed gallery, often partly enclosed, the way mine is.
Often?
Often partly enclosed. That's what it said.
So it's not often that it's enclosed? I don't know. I've seen a ton
It says
of those.
often partly enclosed,
Well, what is partly enclosed?
like mine. So
Is that a screen in it, but you can breathe through the screen, or is it nothing at all?
no. So partly enclosed is like how you said you could walk up into the sides, but you're covered on the top.
But given the screen is like like you can breathe through, you can actually knock. Isn't the screen like partially enclosed, or is it where
No,
there's a
if,
window?
if it was screened in, that would be an enclosed porch or a screened in porch.
So what are windows? Because to me, a
Windows
window
can
you have
open
to
and
smash
close.
it.
Windows
But you-
open and
A
close.
screen is just like push. It's easy, and you can breathe through it,
It's still enclosed.
so it doesn't hold in heat.
Still enclosed.
How about that? I think it's partially enclosed.
Partially.
We're gonna come back segment 2. Talk about the Knicks.
Okay, think about it like this.
What?
You know the swings?
Yeah.
Where do you swing on them?
Swing set.
No.
What-
You know what a porch swing is.
I know what a swing set is.
Have you ever heard of a porch swing? You've never seen
I might have. I don't.
You've
remember.
never seen a swing.
I'm
like
not
on the
gonna say.
side of
I
a
don't
porch?
remember. I might have. I don't know. I just like a swing, like a swing set.
No, I'm talking about like the like that.
What do you call that?
You know what you call it? 'Cause
No,
it
I
proves
don't.
you wrong.
A bench.
It's called a porch swing.
Why would you have a porch swing like that? You can't swing. You can't swing. You'd hit the freaking.
Well, most people put it on the back end of the porch.
Oh, like that.
No.
What?
Like, let me find a different picture.
That's a swing.
It's a porch swing. Look, porch swing.
What? You can't have on a porch. You'll hit it when you swing it back. Because a porch is partially enclosed,
Right, but a lot of people.
and it has to have a wall. A porch has to have a wall.
Right, the back is always the wall. The
I'm
house
saying
is the
so.
wall.
It can't be.
No,
can't
on the
have that in
side-
there.
On the side, You can have an opening.
But if that's
You've never seen that? My father-in-law has a house like that.
I have never seen.
He's got a long porch that goes directly. Sorry, he has a long porch that goes directly across the front of the house. On the side of the house, there's no enclosure.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
He has a swing on that edge, and you swing off of the porch and back on. But it's called a porch swing. You never see a porch swing on an indoor. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's
so.
not a
It proves my
swing.
point that a porch is not completely covered.
I thought it was partially covered.
And here we come, here we come.
I still think he has a veranda.
To the answer.
The one in front is a veranda. It's a veranda.
A porch is a
partially
enclosed
every time I call,
space.
Are you calling me from the veranda, Tom?
A porch is a partially enclosed space that
veranda.
leads into a building. Okay, so he was wrong. He called his deck a porch, and he called my porch, I don't know what.
It's a veranda.
You didn't call it that. I found the term veranda.
Which means it's legitimately veranda.
Veranda is how they described a porch.
That veranda's not closed.
It's partially enclosed.
It's open. You can walk in from anywhere.
It's partially enclosed.
It's not closed. It's not enclosed.
There's a back on it, which is the house.
That's not part.
That's partially enclosed.
That is not. No, that's a veranda.
A veranda is a porch. That's the best part of what you're saying. Calling it a veranda is calling
variation
it a
of a porch. It's a
way.
non-closed enclosed porch. It's an open porch.
It's a partially enclosed porch.
It's an open porch.
Wrong. even Sherbert's little stoop is a partially enclosed porch.
Why'd you call it a stoop?
Because it's just one step.
Oh yeah, see. Now he's talking. Oh, this could be both actually. Ooh,
well, no, that is truly a stoop. It's like one step. However, because they put the top on it, it now becomes
if that's a stoop,
porch.
You have a veranda,
which is a porch. Thank you.
No, it's a non-enclosed porch.
He stands corrected. He stands corrected.
A veranda is a non-disclosed porch.
Not only does he stand on business, he stands on corrections.
I'm not standing on anything, okay?
Stand on that correction, baby.
It's
a porch right in your ass. Stick this porch up your ass.
Whenever I call him now, I'm like, is Tom on the veranda? Tell him to call me when he's reached the veranda.
Shove this porch right up your sorry ass.
I'm going to change his contact to Tom from the veranda. Tom, are you on the veranda? No, I'm on the porch. Oh, well, call me back when you're at the veranda.
I'm going to change my answering machine to, hello, you've reached Party Porches. That's right.
At Tom's Party Porch.
Party Porches around here. Yeah, we'll throw you a hell of a porch party. Right. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yep. We're talking partially
That's
enclosed.
English for veranda.
We're talking partially enclosed, booze.
That's English for veranda.
All on the porch. Party on the porch. Yep. Oh, you were trying to reach Tommy Izzo.
We'll be back.
Yeah, I'll get him. Hang on.
Segment 2, Knicks, recap Game 3. What happened? What went wrong? What are we expecting?
Do we have to?
We do, because I think it's going to be good stuff. Good stuff. Coming in.
Oh, yeah, because they lost. Now you can be nice.
No.